Hi everyone, this is Ilana Michelson from IlanaMichelson.com, and today I have some very special news to tell you. For all you people who don't really believe in manifestation, or that it's possible, or that you can actually really change something deep inside of you, I'm here to tell you today that you really can. And I'm going to first start with a story about my friend who had bought this whipping cream to make, or cooking cream to make something. And then she ended up making it, and then the next day her son said to her, "Can you make me something, I think it was like pasta with cream?" She said, "Sure." And she started looking in the refrigerator and looking, and she couldn't find it, she couldn't find it. She asked her daughter, who was with her at a shopping trip, "Do you know where it is?" Daughter said, "No, I remember we bought it, but I don't know where it is." And she's looking, she can't find it. All right, closes the refrigerator, says, "I'm not going to make it." As soon as she stopped that, she looks back in the refrigerator for something else, and there it was standing right in front of her eyes. Now what happened over there? Usually, she buys the blue container of the cream. For whatever reason, that day, she had bought the pink container, which must have been like a different percentage of fat or something. And she was looking for the pink container of cream. And she couldn't find it because she didn't buy it. When she looked back again, she saw the blue one, and it was right in front of her eyes, right under her nose. So what happened over there? Her reticular activating system was set to look for that pink box that she thought she had bought. But instead, she had bought the blue box. As soon as she let go of needing to find it, her reticular activating system, which is that part of the brain which can hold from 7 to 9 pieces of information in it, and it's the one that's set to look for those things that you put into it, into your focus. The moment that she let go of her focus of finding that pink box, she could then see the blue box, and it was right there in front of her eyes, and she went and she made her son the pasta that he had wanted. Now, this is really important for us to remember, because whatever we are looking for, that is what we are going to find. Anything else that's there, we're not going to see. Now, how does this tie into it? If you recall when I spoke about last week about being number one, and that even if there are people who are treating you like number one, if you feel that you're number two and you're looking for proofs that you're number two, because that's what you set your focus on, and that's what your reticular activating system, the RAS, is looking for, you won't even see those people who are saying that you're number one. You won't see them, you won't hear them, you won't run into them. They're up here, you're over here, and you totally miss each other. Once you start putting into your mind that you are number one, something deep inside changes. And something changes in your reticular activating system. And it makes you start looking for those proofs that you are number one. So as I told you, last week I started writing in my bathroom on the tiles and on the mirrors all over, "I am number one, I 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 am number one." And every time I go to the bathroom, it just stares at me from all sides. I am number one. Totally sinking into my unconscious mind, whether I want it to be there or whether I don't. Well, obviously I do, I wouldn't have written it. But whether I'm thinking about it, whether I'm meditating about it or not, it's going right in there. Now, Robert G. Smith, who's the founder of Eutaptics and Fast EFT, is having a summit in December. Really cool thing. It's an online summit with a bunch of people from the Fast EFT Eutaptics world going to be speaking about different things that they're doing in Fast EFT Eutaptics, different things that they can work on with you, or that you can work on by yourself if you know the Eutaptics. And he asked me to speak as well, and I said, "Sure, great." I mean, I'm working right now on couple therapy and on manifestation, my two, big favorite things I like to work on. And I actually just finished my first boot camp very successfully. The changes that the couple saw in themselves and that I could see in them were absolutely astounding and amazing. And they're in the middle of writing a testimonial, so I'm going to share that with you once I get the testimonial. But I said, "Sure," and I'll speak on the couple therapy business. And so he said, "Great." And tonight, I got an email from them with a schedule. And guess who was the number one speaker? First on the line. That's right, it was me. I'm looking at it, I'm like, "What, me? I'm the first speaker over there?" So I called her, I wrote her a message and I asked her, "Is that right? I'm like the first speaker?" And she goes, "Yes, you are." And then it hit me. I am number one. I am number one. I am number one. And my reticular activating system started finding me situations where I'm going to be number one. Now, when you're doing this manifestation business, when you're manifesting something small, when you want to, my client who wanted to sell his car, and while he was doing the actual process, someone called him up to buy the car, and that's the person who ended up buying the car using the same exact words that he had used. So it's very easy to find the proof. You want to sell the car, you sold the car. You want to buy a new car, you found the car, you bought a new car. But when we're talking about manifesting a deep change inside of you, you have to kind of look around at all the synchronicities which are showing you, yes, we've changed. You've changed inside. You now think of yourself as number one, and your reticular activating system is looking for those situations where you're going to be number one. And for all of you over there, if you're watching, it also means that you're number one, because if I'm number one and you're watching me, it must be that you're number one too, or you wouldn't even be seeing me. So that's good news for you. In any case, I was just so astounded and so amazed at how fast this works, because I think that had it been like a few weeks ago when they had made the schedule, I'm not sure I would have been number one. But after doing that work, and that's not even work, I tell you, all I did was write all over my bathroom, I'm number one, and every time I see it, that's what shines into my face, I'm number one, I'm number one, I'm number one. And lo and behold, I am number one. Pretty cool. And not just that, but Mom, if you're watching this, this is fine. In general, most of my family doesn't necessarily talk so much about the work that I do. But today my mom actually called me up and asked me a question about my Facebook Lives, which means that she's actually watching it too. And so I might be becoming number one for her as well. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, great morning, evening, night, wherever you are. Any questions, you can always ask me. I put my email on top. I'll also put the flyer on top when I get it for the summit in case you want to join, because it's going to be a really cool summit. And don't forget, I'm the number one speaker over there. First one online. Have a great day. From Ilana Michelson.